Very, very good friends of ours. Ladies and gentlemen, please do welcome them. Si Aldwin, si Luden, si John, Godwin, and Clang. They are the boys from HInlalato. Welcome, boys. Thank you for guesting and giving us time here on Adults Only Radio.
Hey man, thanks for having us on the show.
First thing, I'll jump right into the interview. How has HInlalato been throughout this entire pandemic season? What have you been busy with, musically and non-musically? Basically, kamusta kayong lahat?
Thanks, Joey. Regarding the question, I think what's happening now is a major adjustment for all of us. We've been playing for more than a decade and HInlalato has always been a live act. Doon kami nasanay, yung mga communication sa audience. In fact, before this pandemic, we were supposed to play our weekly gig at a bar in BGC. Sayang nga eh. Right now, we had to find ways to keep ourselves busy. Researching, also tried doing those online jams. Of course, we're trying to stay relevant kahit lockdown. Pero honestly, nahihirapan kami kasi we're not that techy. Masaya, we are learning new things pero mas gusto talaga namin yung live.
Pati rin sa mga personal namin buhay at profession, medyo matinding pagbabago at adjustment din. Kami ni Luden, parehong dentista. At nung una, hindi kami pwede mag-clinic. At syempre, nandun yung fear na baka mahawa kami ng virus. Si Clang, Godwin at si John naman, though all from totally different fields, had to all adjust to working from home. Plus, of course, we all had to take care of our respective families. It could take a toll on you, but I think the music helped us all cope one way or another.
All right, awesome. And glad to see that everyone's been busy and everyone's actually doing okay. I know it's hard on everybody, but the good news is HInlalato is still able to release a new single. Again, the new single has a pretty loaded title, Walang Tigil ang Alon. You can tell there's a lot to be said about the song. Do you care to tell us about it, from how it began, how it was approached musically, how you put it all together?
Joey, this song really holds a special place in our heart, as Walang Tigil ang Alon was our first real collaboration as a group. Back then, we had the honor of having Papa Dom as a good friend and mentor, and he heard us rehearsing in a studio in Cubao, playing some songs from Zeppelin, Crows, while sila bandmates siya, sila Pex and sila Bong were waiting outside for their turn. Nung nag-break kami, nagulat na lang kami. Well, ando pala tropical depression. In fact, parang medyo na-starstruck pa kami. We all started chatting, and immediately Papa Dom told us he likes the covers we play and he's interested to hear original material. Back then, we already had Philly and a song like, well, of course, we launched it here, and a song we co-wrote with a good friend of mine, Marcos Valdez, and two other songs we also co-wrote with him. So we let Papa Dom hear our songs, and when he heard it, he said he likes them and tagged us along in a lot of their gigs. And I remember tiluin na pa kami mag-guest in another radio station. But he told me then, I remember he told me then, hinahanap ko pa rin yung narinig ko sa inyo sa Cubao. Yung parang dinala niya ko kulit sa Gapo. So, day after the radio guesting, Luden calls me up and tells me, pare, meron akong bagong riff. Moment I heard it, I went back and I got my notepad, one of those notepads I usually scribble on. And I remember there's something I scribbled during one of those late drunken lovelorn nights, months or weeks back, parang ganun. And when I heard the riff, I started humming to it, then started working a bit on the arrangement with the scribbles I had already. Next rehearsal, Luden and I started playing it to the boys, and immediately they started contributing ideas as to the approach, the solos, the feel, And nag-click lang talaga lahat eh. Friends were telling us that how they like the classic rock feel of the song. It was really our intention. It's an homage to our influences as a group.
Cool. There's a very vintage rock and roll vibe to the song. It's a steady tempo. It's not the usual soft dynamics kind of a song. I mean, we know Hinlalato for like up tempo, energetic songs, and I noticed there are a lot of unique guitar tones. Very, very unusual for a modern rock song, to be honest. Which is why we love it on the AO radio. It just spells classic rock all over it. What was I know you told us how you put it together, but as far as the musical direction and the inspiration behind the sound of the song, what were you guys going for?
Thanks, Joey. I think Walang Tigil Ang Alon is a song that shows you how we mixed and mashed our individual influences from bands from way back that we all love. Nung panahon na sinusulat namin to, pakiramdam namin wala pa kaming kanta na talagang nagpapakita ng classic rock roots namin. So this song became like our modern take on blues rock, but with our own unique style and sound. Heavily influenced kasi kami ng bands like Led Zepp, Stones, Black Rose, Cry of Love, Beatles, and the like. And I guess you'll pick that up from the sound and feel of Walang Tigil Ang Alon.
Awesome, and it's been a while since the EPX was released, again, this is a single off that EP, but it's a new single, never been released before, and it's really awesome that you guys are giving us an exclusive version of the single. It's a stripped down version. It's called actually the adults only radio version. What are the near future plans of Hinlalato? What do you have planned? I know it's still pretty much the pandemic season, but what would you like to accomplish in the near future now that Walang Tigil Ang Alon is already out?
We have one more song from our EPX that will also be releasing soon, so please do stay tuned for that. Aside from that, we still have several songs that we haven't recorded and we're currently exploring some new materials. Gusto rin namin matutukan yung recording para makapaglabas kami ng mga bagong kanta at sana maisama namin ito sa album.
Alright, thanks so much guys. Again, Hinlalato. The boys of Hinlalato are joining us. Luden and John Salazar, Aldwin Alberto, si Sir Godwin and si Clang. Thank you so much again. Always a pleasure playing your music here on Adults Only Radio. And again, feel free to invite people to listen to the new single. Feel free to promote and greet any people who helped Hinlalato along the way. And if you do have businesses, because we're trying to help independent businesses as well. A lot of musicians have side businesses right now. Please do feel free to promote it.
First of all, I want to thank Jam 88.3 and especially you, Joey, brother. Thank you for giving bands like us an opportunity to share our music. And I want to thank my family, my wife, Roma, my kids, Ellie and Ash. I love you very much. And my friends, thank you for supporting the band. Brian, Jeff, Lon, Glenn, Carlo, and Gerald. That's it. Thank you very much.
Binabati ko pala yung wife ko na si Cynthia Alberto at saka yung anak ko na si Atreus at mga pasyente ko sa Alberto Dental Clinic. Thank you.
Hi sa parents ko, Tita and Tio. Hello kay Sarah and Ben. Love you guys. Sisters ko and mga bayaw, Anna and Michelle, Ike and Ruben. Mga pamangkin, Aaron, Paul, Ram, Jello, Carl, Denise, especially kay Anya. Utol ko si Dennis sa Bermuda. Thanks to all. Tsaka sa mga tropa ko sa Eastwood, HGS. Kanila Ryan, Mael, Kenneth.
I would like to promote our dental clinic ng wife ko na si Ria dito sa Giginto, Bulacan, M. Salazar Dental Clinic. If malapit kayo dito sa area or gusto nyo dumayo, welcome kayo. Tulungan ko kayo sa dental needs nyo. And sa Facebook, please like na rin yung page ng clinic, M. Salazar Dental Clinic. And I would like to say hi to my family and friends, my wife Ria and my son Zizi. Hello. Please support our band Hinlalato and all the other local bands. And let us keep the fire burning. And thank you so much, AO Radio. Thank you. so very much.
Like my bandmates, magpapasalamat din ako to our respective families and all our friends who supported us all these years. Of course, to my family and my parents and siblings, si Cedric and Chris, and my cousins OJ and Jerome for always being supportive and watching our shows. And to our second homes, Cafe Ha, sila Andy Sonar and TJ Trinidad, and Naked Turtle Sports Bar, si Miss Ana Santos. Thank you very much. Sa lahat ng mga regulars, of course, nila, we eventually became our friends and sort of like extended family. Witness to a lot of things we did as a band. Maraming salamat for the friendship and the support all these years. My law school friends from Lyceum and FEU LaSalle, thank you. Marcos, Lyle, Tanti, Jovet, thank you. Special shout out to my high school batchmates from Don Bosco Makati batch 98 and my Decepticon brothers and my brothers from Project Mayhem 98. Thank you for your support. Thanks for keeping the music alive and the good times rolling during the pandemic. Of course, to you, Joey, to Benny and Edson, and also Chana, who we met at the station back when we promoted Philly. Thank you, AO Radio and Jam 88.3 for supporting independent Pinoy rock and roll and giving us a platform to share music, our brand of finger-picking good rock and roll music. Maraming salamat. Of course, lastly, to my wife, Kate, and my unborn son, Rafa. I love you, and this is all for you. So to all the listeners, please check out HInlalato's latest single called Walang Tigil ang Alon. You can stream it on all the streaming platforms like Spotify and Apple Music, and we also have a lyric video on our YouTube channel. So please do check it out. And of course, best to tune in here on Adults Only Radio on Jam 88.3 to hear Walang Tigil ang Alon and other great Pinoy rock songs from bands that keep the flames of rock and roll burning. Thank you everyone, and rock and roll.
All right, guys, thank you so much again. HInlalato, the guys of HInlalato. The single is Walang Tigil ang Alon. It's available in all digital music platforms. We are going to be playing the single for you right now. It's actually an AO Radio exclusive version of Walang Tigil ang Alon. You can only hear it right here on Jam 88.3. Anyway, again, don't forget the name, HInlalato. And guys, thank you so much. We'll be back on AO Radio after these messages.
AO Radio, Keepers of the Flame.